Welcome everyone, and welcome you all to our Jak and Daxter playthrough. I am King, and this is my buddy Sketch.
Hello, everybody.
So, hopefully
Yay, a Naughty
things
Dog
go
game.
this time. I never understood what that red paw thing was. I guess it's just dogs. It's just this is the only game I think I've ever seen it in. So,
I wouldn't know. I'm not a Naughty Dog follower.
oh, right. So, also, something was going on with the memory card at the beginning, so
I have spent my life searching for the answers.
I had to fix that later on.
And my father's
Those memory cards, they seem so unreliable nowadays.
I can't even wait. No, they're not used anymore. I think the last console they ever used them was like the PlayStation 2.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're still used.
I'm talking about in the form of a memory card, not like a USB or an SD card.
But an SD card is a memory card.
I know, but I'm talking about save storage devices that are made specifically for these consoles.
Oh, come on. That's such a limitation. SD cards, flash drives, especially flash drives, they work more like old school memory cards.
I was just mostly talking about GameCube memory card can only work on the GameCube. The Xbox had a built-in hard drive, so it didn't need that mess.
But it
And-
did have those controller memory cards, which I thought was a cool idea. I wish they actually, I wish they kept going. Those were kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it seems the answer
Yeah.
begins not
I think like nowadays with 360, everything's linked to like a gamer tag. So if you want to bring
The cloud.
over, yeah, if you want to bring your memory over, you just link
Sign
it to
it.
someone else's Xbox.
Yeah, pretty much.
Old green stuff told us not to come here.
So.
And to be honest, every time I hear of Jak and Daxter, I hate this might piss a lot of people off, but I always thought they were like some kind of knockoff Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, maybe the sequels are somewhat. So the funny thing is that this came before Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, it did. Okay.
But this is 2001. Ratchet and Clank I think is 2002. But the sequels can be said to be similar because in the sequels are very different from the original. So they have a much more somewhat mature theme. Jack is like this brave, young, kind hero, but in the sequel, he's pissed off and, angry all the time. His hair is longer, and he uses guns now and just goes around shooting things.
So, are the main villains Jesse and James?
Gall and Maya. Yeah, in the first one. In the sequel, they're nowhere to be found.
That's funny. You'd think with Maya's boobs, they would keep her around.
Nah, mate.
The sage yaks on about the precursors that built this
Almost
place
looked like she had
all the
jiggle
time.
physics.
Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers.
Is that Daxter talking?
Yes.
He kind of reminds me of Bentley.
I should get around to doing Select Cooper. Or I thought Meadows doing that.
We'll figure it out.
I'll just do all the Jack games. I already own them all, but I'll get the Jack 2 some other time.
Again, Jack's always been something I've known about but never gotten into.
So, well, for me, I think I got it Christmas of either '01 or '02. So I love the game since. I was a bit thrown off by the sequel though, because it's just how different it is.
No, I know how that is. I mean, I got, back when I first got my Xbox, I got the first Splinter Cell game randomly, but I didn't get a sequel game until until I bought Conviction, like several years later. And let me tell you, that's a big difference.
Missed all of those story bits.
It's not really story, it's more gameplay. Because the third Splinter Cell game, Chaos Theory, is considered the best and the most hardcore Splinter Cell game there is.
Wonder what caused them to change it. Different studios or something?
Change of direction. I think the head over it felt that the Splinter Cell games, like the standard Splinter Cell games, were too boring. So he wanted to make it cinematic.
Oh, right. from if you were able to just we were talking over it. But you know, the whole point is now Daxter fell into that the dark eco, and when he came out, he comes out as an odd. So the whole point of this story right now is to find a way to get him back to normal.
sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have
So.
seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the
Oh, and that's Samos, the Green Sage. He's, I guess, the creator of the Green Eco, which gives you health.
But you could fly over it.
Suddenly
If you
female.
were equipped with a
Hey!
I'd
Too much of a
suggest
saucer
you weren't
fest
gonna
before.
such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power
Who's this
cells to
female?
give it enough energy
Oh, that's
to
Kira.
withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
This is Samos' son, daughter. Wow.
But where are a boy and a half going
Wait,
to get 20
I thought
power
Daxter was bigger. What happened?
Villagers. Most of them have power cellars
What do you mean?
stashed away somewhere.
Wait, then who was that with Jak when they were seeing the villains?
I was explaining to you earlier. He fell into the dark eco, and he came out like that. The whole point of the story is to try and get him back to normal.
Wait, but like in the sequel, he doesn't look any different.
I know. Spoilers, they didn't.
Oh, they don't fix him?
No, they can't.
What's the point of the game?
The game is, you know, even if they can't fix them, they still gotta stop the villains, remember?
Oh, right, those pesky villains. Well, I mean, it's Jesse and James. I mean, they shouldn't be that hard to stop.
No, mate. Takes an entire game.
Jeez. Well, I mean, Jesse and James did take like what, how many seasons of Pokemon?
Well, technically, they're never fully stopped. They come back in, I forget how many episodes of Pokemon there are now.
I suppose.
Oh,
So
right.
anyway, gameplay.
Those things are called, precursor eggs?
Aren't those in Uncharted?
I'm not an Uncharted player, so,
Oh,
gonna have to fool me on that one.
because I think I seen that in Did You Know Gaming.
Must have been just like an Easter egg or something.
Yeah. Wait, that makes it like a pun.
Phew.
90s video game.
Wait, 90s?
Alright, 2000. Well, early 2000s had the same kind of theme formula to them. They were all collectathons.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Thanks, Mario 64.
Although I heard this one took more inspiration from Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, I mean, that still comes from Mario 64.
I know. But Banjo-Kazooie's the better game, kids. Listen to what I say, my opinion is fact.
Well, I mean, it's not hard to be better than Mario 64. I mean, I played a couple of SpongeBob games on the Xbox, and well, just as good in my opinion.
And now the fans will come and kill you.
I don't care. Come at me, bros.
Ha! And then from
And
that,
chicks, you know, because there may be females watching this.
girls don't play video games.
Hey, we do not condone sexism.
And then the social justice warriors come and end this entire project.
Man, first we were racist in Sonic 2, now we're gonna be sexist.
Yes, keeping up with the theme.
We're gonna have to call us the offensive commentaries, because we offend everyone.
Hey, it's fair. If everyone's getting offended.
Yeah, remember folks, all lives matter.
Oh, right, I forgot to explain some things. You remember those little things that I had to jump up and pound into? Those little
Yeah.
robotic things? Those are sort of like think of those as the red coins in Mario. You get all of them within the stage, and you get a power cell. Those power cells, where whenever you touch one, Jak and Daxter will go into this little I don't know, collect or funny animation.
It looked like Mario's Power Star. Wait, was that when he like was all electric and stuff?
Oh no, not that.
Oh.
The other one when he would get the power cell and put it into his backpack, and you see Daxter dancing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That right there, when the blue stuff is the blue eco, which makes you go faster. That right there, when you collect
Ah,
it.
okay.
So, the blue eco, it makes you go faster. It draws in things to you, and it allows allows you to activate deactivated precursor relics
Oh,
or
I thought they
machines.
were on crack or something.
Oh, okay. Rated E for everyone.
You know, for kids.
Yay! And then Jak 2 came and they're like, yeah, forget it.
Forget the kids, we don't need them. And thus started the Attitude Era.
Yay! Something that still kind of goes on. If your character doesn't have, if it doesn't look edgy, if there's no explosions in the game or guns to be found, no one wants it.
Hopefully there's some WWF fans to get that reference. Anyway,
Yeah, if they watched it past like 2002 or something.
well, you know, they can always watch it on the WWE Network for $9.99.
Ha! Oh, and that's the entire tutorial.
This sure is one electric game. Ooh, portals. Or wormholes.
They're supposed to be, I think, portals or something.
Wormholes sure were common in games around this time period.
Compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Plot interest, I suppose.
We got the moves,
I
eh,
don't know.
Jack? We love to stay in chat, Big Green, but we're,
You know, I
itching to
never
get
quite
on with our
understood the obsession with like jungle settings in video games.
Yeah, it is an interesting one. Like, especially around the first few levels or so. You're not in a jungle. I guess you're like around the beach area, but I can understand where you're coming from. I guess because those levels tend to look interesting. I don't know, from like a graphical standpoint. A lot of people do like the way that jungle levels tend to look.
I guess I'm not one of those people. I'm so much of a city slicker. I like city environments.
I love
Which is-
cities, especially when it comes like when it's around a nighttime setting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I'm a big fan of Some Call Me Johnny, and when he was doing his review of Sonic Generations, he was complaining about the oversaturation of cities. And I'm like, I don't see the problem. I would have been fine if the Sonic Heroes level was Grand Metropolis.
Oh yeah, there's no load times in this game.
Listen,
I always found that interesting.
something to keep you busy. My
that's
father
good.
always talked about an
Seemed like
ancient
every game
precursor
had to have a
pipeline
load time.
hidden deep underground. Some of these
It's like
pipes
this is
end in
supposed to be
vents
like an
that
open
lead
world
to
thing, and they
the
don't want to
street.
break immersion.
Some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way
They-
to turn the capped
I wonder how
vents
they
on.
hide the load
I
times
traced part of
though.
the pipeline back
It's
to the
dynamic. It's always loading in the
Maybe it's
background,
there for some type of
Oh, okay.
switch.
and they have like this little, they have this sort of fail safe or something like that, where imagine a ring or something, an invisible ring around Jak, where whenever he passes a certain point or anything outside of that ring, or rather inside the ring or whatever, would be loaded. Anything outside of it isn't loaded. So, but if you accidentally, let's say you accidentally did something where you were able to get Jak to the outer edges of it, he would just fall. He would just like fall down and get up really slowly to the point where as soon as he gets up again, the ring would have loaded things.
That's interesting.
So, I can't sure if that's entirely correct, but that's pretty much what it is. It's dynamic loading.
Monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there?
Oh, right. He's supposed to be the mayor, but there's no power on. So, and he says that if you can get the power on for him, he'll give you a power cell. Or you can give him 90 precursor orbs or eggs.
Did you pay the bill?
For a power cell?
Yeah. The thing that's kind of funny is power cells are very important, and you're saving the day, yet people still want you to do things for them.
Sounds like Mario Sunshine.
Huh.
You're interested in making a contribution to my real life.
All right, are you gonna do Mario Sunshine?
No, I don't have it.
All right, then.
Minimum
If I do Mario Sunshine, it won't be 100%, because forget that.
Oh, see here, and you were bugging Sim to do 100% on his games.
Hey, dude, no, Supersonic was important.
Yeah, but like we've been talking Twilight Princess, you keep telling him to 100% that.
Oh, because, you know, at least you don't just end up with a stupid thanks for playing screen at the end.
It's no different than Sonic 2. If you get the Chaos Emeralds, you just get like a
Supersonic, man!
Oh, it's not important.
Okay.
I would have pledged my
Anyway.
word that I had 90 of them. But I gather that your young friend...
Alright, he wants me to,
miserably ugly one.
I forget what he wanted me to do, or Jack rather, but do it and it gives you a power cell.
Would you be kind enough to...
The whole point, this whole part is just, you know, talking to everyone and seeing what tasks they would want Jack to do.
This is the basis for everything here. Do this, get a power cell.
Do that, get a power cell. Give me stuff and I'll trade it with the power cell. Oh, I also like how this game has a day and night cycle.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, his situation is, his,
He ran out of marijuana.
no, stupidity for everyone, remember? He lost his muse or something like that, and I have to go find it. It's on that island that Jak and Daxter was on during the beginning cutscene.
So we gotta backtrack.
Yeah, I wouldn't say backtrack, because you don't actually explore the area, it's just in the cutscene.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island!
What were they doing there anyway?
Are we?
Just searching around. It's a collectathon, I gotta explore. Mostly because there's scout flies, those little machine bugs that you gotta collect. They're pretty much in every location. So even in the town.
That's interesting.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady!
Oh, sorry.
Oh right. She wants you to get an egg
I saw some terribly vicious creatures
with a bird inside of it. That's gonna help you out later on.
There's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff.
Wait, a bird's gonna help you later on?
Yep, it's from that egg you see.
Oh, so it's Beat from Mega Man.
Yes.
Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a
I had to think
And
for
a
that.
power cell.
Oh yeah, and the power cell.
Well,
You do?
Sounds like a good deal right there. You get a bird and a power cell.
Hey. Oh, and that's the end of this book.
Oh yeah, look at that. See you in the next part, people.
See you later.